Hello, Madam Ambassador. Thank you for this opportunity. Today I want to talk about science diplomacy and its importance in Armenian and European Union relations. So, does science diplomacy have an impact on development of democratic institutions?
Yes, I think science is very important because it brings your country forward. And in all areas we are cooperating, we are trying to build sustainable and democratic institutions. This is our idea. And universities, scientific research help us to really develop in different areas institutions that follow democracy, human rights, and our common values. So I would agree with you.
Which are the main targets of science diplomacy in Armenia?
We want to have a closer cooperation. Science diplomacy is a very important instrument for this. We had a program which ended in April of this year under the umbrella of Horizon 2020, where we supported, let's say, exactly science diplomacy. We have this wonderful instrument which run out now, Horizon 2020. Now we have Horizon Europe, and Armenia is also part of this, so I'm very proud that we can continue to cooperate in this direction. And it is also very important that the government attaches great importance to science. So the really great increase in budget for science is a very positive sign for our future cooperation. And we are already trying to promote more of these Horizon projects in order to develop the scientific sector here in Armenia.
Thank you. Dear Ambassador, how can European Union support Armenia in developing science diplomacy?
Well, what is important in my understanding is, first of all, to cooperate with the Academy of Science and to develop more scientific research in universities. This naturally has to be done, and the interest has to come from the government, but I think with this increase of budget it is quite clear. But there is also a link to the private sector, because I think private-public partnership is very important in science. And I see here a great potential in Armenia. There are institutions who try really to develop research and scientific cooperation, which come from the private sector and who are promoting further cooperation. We stand ready to do so. We are really much engaged also to have more Horizon projects. We have one in the field of medicine, which is a cooperation with Germany and Sweden, but I would like to see more. I think we have to start at an early stage, which really starts with education in universities, or higher education is important to get young people into the scientific sector. There we stand ready to do more, and we have the opportunity now with the next period of cooperation until 2027 to really to develop this. And you have a great asset here in Armenia. You have a vivid and engaged diaspora. So you have also very important scientific researchers coming from other countries, but being part of the Armenian diaspora, and who are willing to engage here. And if we bring all these elements together, I think we can really boost the scientific sector and have also the opportunity to create startups coming out of the scientific research work, which then will help to develop the economy.
From your point of view, what are the main advantages and disadvantages of science diplomacy?
Well, an advantage is always to promote your own capacity and to show it internationally. Perhaps scientific diplomacy was not used from the beginning, and we also developed this in Europe, also to understand that we really also have to promote the potential of Europe and European member states for a scientific development. And this, I think, we are willing to do together with Armenia. Disadvantages I don't see, only if you do it in the wrong way, perhaps you will not impress people. But if we stand together and, as I said, take all your success stories, and you have certain success stories, to show them to the international community, to engage embassies here on the spot, that we are also getting to know certain initiatives that we then can report back. I think this is in a nutshell scientific diplomacy, and you also have the opportunity via international conferences to get a more known name for your branding of scientific diplomacy you want to follow. So I see all the potential, and I see really that now there is an understanding that more needs to be done in the field of science to really develop. You have certain areas, for example, in the tech sector, you are already very strong. You just have to promote this, and then we need to build up networks. I think this is a very successful cooperation if, let's say, scientists in your research centers or university contact colleagues in Europe to build a cooperation to search on certain specific fields.
Thank you. Thank you for the interview.
It was a pleasure to talk to you.